Welcome to another edition of Sledshot.com Tech Tip. Today we're going to be looking at the left-hand side of the sled, or the drive side of the sled. We're going to be looking at your belt wear, how to change it, what to look for, as well as some minor adjustments and that kind of stuff. The machine we're going to use for this demo today is a 2007 Ski-Doo 800R. So what we're going to start off with is opening up the side panel. So what we're going to remove first is your belt cover. It's easiest just pulling one side, flipping it back. There's a few things you're going to notice right off the bat when you're trying to remove the side panel. Is there's an airbox sensor and a couple of little shims as well that you got to remove. So what we want to look for on your belt is any signs of wear. There can be strings hanging off, you can see melted marks. So what we want to do is just kind of spin your clutch, turn your belt until you see something worn. For instance, a string hanging off the side. This is a direct observation that you want to replace that belt as soon as possible. So now that we know that this belt needs to be replaced, we're going to go into your tools and Ski-Doo tools in your pouch. You have a specific tool that looks like this, that's made for splitting your secondary clutch apart. It makes it a little easier to get your belt off. I find it easier to remove the tool pouch altogether. Apparently it's easier said than done. So this tool, what you want to do is line it up with this arrow here on the clutch. And you just want to insert right below the arrow and thread it into place until you feel some tension. Once you feel tension, you want to give it 2 or 3 full rotations. Until your belt is nice and loose. Then you want to peel it off the side of the clutch. There we go, our belt's removed. We can see there's multiple places on this belt where it starts to split and fray. This belt is toast. Alright, so now that we have a replacement belt, brand new 166 Ski-Doo 800R belt, what you want to do is you want to first look at the indicator arrows, and they'll be pointing forward. We want to wrap the belt around the primary clutch and lay it over the secondary on the top, and we're just going to roll it into place. So it's on. Once the belt's in place, we can start loosening off with our tool. I like to give it a rotation or two, reset the belt, loosen it a little more. Bob it right up, set your belt in place. So now that we have the new belt installed, it's a little tight. The old belt is obviously stretched over time, and as it's stretched, we've adjusted our clutch to compensate for that. So the new belt hasn't been stretched yet, it's a little tight, so we're going to have to loosen off our clutch adjustments and compensate for that. So now we're done with our clutch tool, and we're going to need a 10mm wrench to adjust the clutch. So what we're looking at here is the adjustment indicators. Right now we're set on 6, and on the 2007 800Rs, a new belt usually starts on number 3. So we'll start at number 3 and see how tight our belt is there. So we start off by loosening up our 3 bolts. Just until they're loose. Alright, now our slider is loose. We can adjust our indicator to number 3 and tighten the bolts back up. now that we've adjusted the clutch to number 3, we're going to roll the clutch a little just to get the belt sitting properly on the clutch. Now what we want to look for is our belt tension. So the easiest way to do that is to put a little pressure on each side of the belt. It's got a little bit of movement. When we squeeze it together, there's a little bit of movement on your primary. That's the tension you want to go for. Another indication is the base of these divots should line up with the top of your secondary. So we're just going to put everything back to where it was. This includes another tech tip from sledshop.com. Hope everybody out there who's new to sledding and hasn't changed the belt before got enlightened on that. And look forward to seeing you guys out there. See you next time.